I just finished figuring out this air shifter setup. Rather than going off of this top bracket, drilling the hole, tapping it, and having that piston run here, I just didn't want anything in front of my foot. So I ended up getting this lower bracket, which sits it flush underneath there. Comes with a bracket to shift gear lever. This will actually push the gear lever up. Now forgive me for it's all ghetto wired at the moment. I'm just kind of running through testing. Got a 1 pound air bottle here. Unfortunately, I didn't order my swing arm with the bottle bracket. I didn't think I was going to run an air shifter. So I made a cheap bracket out of aluminum, drilled and tapped into my swing arm. Seems to be pretty good. Here's the air setup. I've got a PSI gauge. Now this gauge just reads how much pressure is going to the solenoid and to the shifter. It does not really read the bottle pressure unless I open it all the way. Have a T junction here. This black line ends up running along the frame up into here. So this will be my regulated air for my turbo and my boost controller. This guy up here is an automatic switch. This switch shuts off the air compressor about 120, 130 psi. So I have that wired in, and basically I have my MPS air compressor. It's their mini one. I don't know if that gives you an idea of how big this thing really is, but 6 inches or so, not too bad. Again, and here's some of my ghetto wiring, but just to show you how this thing works. I've already somewhat pre-filled my bottle. Okay, if I can figure this out here, since I accidentally pulled this wire out. Alright, so I'll show you how loud. The compressor's a little bit louder than I had originally hoped, but it is what it is. Give you an idea here. Okay, so now we'll watch the gauge. I do have it open all the way, so it should shut off as it gets to 120 or so. And I do have a slight air leak, which I'm hearing. But after that, goes into, see if I can get behind here, I attached the air solenoid to the back of my front peg. And basically I screwed it through there. Yeah, it's not something I really wanted to do, but I couldn't find any other place to hook it in. It took a little bit of trial and error to figure out which line, because there's 3 lines, 2 on this side, 1 over here, and figuring out which was exhaust and exit and entry. But I got it figured out. I'll end up rearranging the wires a little bit after. But I have 3 wires here which go into a little electrical box down there. It told me ground 1 and 2, so I ended up connecting the ground. I had some problems, but I ended up running number 2 wire up to a ground here. The number 1 red wire follows up my frame into the switch here, first switch, and then the yellow wire goes back. You say it'll connect to a battery, which I just have it tied here. I have it connected to the battery, but for show. So when I hit this front button, it activates the solenoid. Other than that, I say this second button is going to be for my overboost mode. First one, air shifter. And that should be about it. I can regulate the pressure here, so I can turn it down to, say, 40 psi, whatever I think I need to run the air shifter. and the boost controller solenoid up there. The air compressor will keep up whenever the tank gets low, and it should be a fairly straightforward setup as long as I figured that out. I'm going to end up coming in, putting a 90 degree here, probably wrapping around this peg and down into the actual air shifter valve, or air shifter. Yeah, let me know if you got any questions.